Creative work is work first and foremost, means we do it when we don't feel like it. We do it with respect for the customer. We do it with a practice so that we can do it regularly. And very few people have ever talked about how you get good at that. If you're really lucky, that's what you do for a living. You don't dig a ditch, you don't follow a manual, you're not a cog in the big industrial machine. If you do that kind of work of being a cog in the machine, you're in trouble because the computer is going to do your job or someone outsourced is going to do your job. So our dream is to do creative work. But creative work is work first and foremost, means we do it when we don't feel like it. We do it with respect for the customer. We do it with a practice so that we can do it regularly. And very few people have ever talked about how you get good at that. They talk about how you build a bridge. They talk about how you do SEO. They talk about how you day trade Bitcoin, but they don't talk about how to sign up to ship creative work. And creative work is anything we do that might not work that makes things better.
Creative work is anything we do that might not work that makes things better. That seems like that would be almost everything that is worth anything to do, right? Like that seems like that fits across every industry.
If you're the clerk at the Avis rent-a-car counter, you know it's going to work. There's no risk. Press these 7 buttons, do this, right? And most people were indoctrinated to want that to be their job. They want their job to be being told what to do. There was a very famous study done in Rochester, New York, near here, in which they asked thousands of teenagers, 17 years old, if you could have any one of these jobs, which job would you pick? U.S. Senator, Supreme Court Justice, head of a Fortune 500 company, assistant to a celebrity. And most people picked assistant to a celebrity. Because if you're the assistant to the celebrity, you get to be near someone who's doing creative work, but you don't have to do anything.